do the simple, right? I guarantee you we get respect. So we don't need no damn respect.
So MJD,
that
DJ Swearinger in his best.
That's 100.
Respect. That's what he wants on his name and his best future costume. Why is he so mad? No respect on the name right there?
Well, obviously they weren't doing the simple things. And it was very simple when you watch that. They weren't tackling, and they weren't fitting where they were supposed to be. And when you give up a pass play that should have been probably incomplete, if you want to really talk about it, because your DB should look and bat the ball down, but it goes for a 90-yard touchdown. That's tough to see.
Okay, Washington Redskins right now trying to stay above water in the division, but who wins the NFC East, right?
The Dallas Cowboys. Believe it or not, defensively they're playing really good football.
Yeah.
We know how good they've been all year long. And then the Oakland Raiders thought this guy didn't fit into their system, Amari Cooper.
Why?
But he comes to Dallas and he fits in. And it seems like Dak, for some reason, is just really playing really good football right now. He's throwing the ball comfortably to Amari. Amari had a big game last night, and these are the type of plays he can make. Ever since he's been there, their numbers from the passing game has increased from the lower part of the league to the middle part of the league. So that's a good thing for the Dallas Cowboys.
I agree. I'll say this. I think the Cowboys will win it, but I think a dark horse can be the Giants. I'm not going to talk about the Giants, though. I think that's a dark horse.
They need a lot of help. They need a lot of help.
We'll talk about that down the road.
Hold on a second. You will talk about the Eagles, because do you think that the Giants, excuse me, do you think that the Giants will be able to beat the Eagles when they match up on Sunday? What do you say?
I think they will. I think the Eagles are too beat up. Defensively, they had all their secondaries gone. And then offensively, they can't run the ball. In this league, it's a lot of people say like, oh, anyone can run the ball. You can get anyone back there to do it. Well, look, we're looking at the Eagles right now struggle. Now, they went and got an undrafted free agent out of Notre Dame, a young man who runs the ball really well, runs hard, Adams. But that's who they're leaning on right now. Corey Clement's not helping. Smallwood's not helping. Darren Sproles was hurt. So in this situation, all those RPOs that we thought we were getting, those run-pass options, are now just pass options, because no one's respecting the run. They're stuffing their running game right now. So Carson Wentz needs a running game.
Okay.
That defense needs a running game so that they can bounce back and be able to get off the field. They're on the field too long, and they're too banged up.
I don't know if you really believe in the G-men, or you have just disbelief
I believe
in the
Odell,
Eagles, because the Eagles, just one of 7 teams that have failed to win back-to-back games all season long, Rob.
And it's their defense. I mean, the back end is banged up and beat up.
Okay.
I mean, they got some guys going to play this week that I've never heard of. And so they're struggling. But if you really look at this Giants football team, they have the pieces. Here's Saquon Barkley. This guy's the real deal.
Okay.
You got Odell Beckham.
Nope.
All right. You got Ingram as a tight end. Okay. You got Sterling Shepard. You got Landon Collins on the defensive side.
Do you believe in Eli?
I like the young pieces that I have. And Eli's played well the last couple weeks. Now, listen, Eli, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Right.
If he can just stay and do the right things, find your playmakers in space, let them get the ball, let them make their plays, let them do their thing, then get away from it, then I think they can play well, and I think they can win some games down the stretch.
Well, the New York Giants ranking pretty much in the back half of every major statistical category when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. So we'll see how things shake out between Big Blue and those Eagles, the reigning Super Bowl champions, at least for the time being. But in the meantime, if you're just joining us here on NFL Total Access, we are bringing you the news that Texans founder, chairman, and CEO Bob McNair has passed away today at the age of 81, the only owner in the history of the 17 years of the Texans' proud franchise. A tough blow for all those involved with the Houston Texans on this day. And J.J. Watt on social media saying, rest in peace, Mr. McNair. Thank you for giving myself and so many others an opportunity here in Houston. My thoughts are with Janice, Cal, and the entire McNair family. Let's now welcome in David Carr, Bob McNair's first draft pick in D.C. What are your memories of Bob McNair?
And they're all positive, man. I mean, Mr. McNair, from the moment he picked me up from my house and took me out to Houston, flying up to the draft. I mean, it was just he treated me like a son. Him and Janice were fantastic humans. Just be able to bring football back to Houston was a feat in itself. And then, from an owner's perspective, all you can really do is give your guys a chance, give them every opportunity that they have to go out and play successful football. And so he tried to give everything, built a crazy nice weight room for us, great practice facility, indoor facility to stay out of the humidity. I mean, he did everything he could. And that was really the only regret after I left Houston, was that I wasn't able to bring a championship home for him and Janice, because they definitely deserved it, just because of what all they did to just bring football back to Houston and what they did for that football team.
Dave, what are some of the specific memories that you have from Bob McNair? What did he do to make you feel at home down there as a member of the Houston Texans?
Well, I mean, he kind of encompassed the Texas personality. I mean, he was, friendly and hospitable to everybody that, from my, immediate family to my extended family to friends that would come out. I mean, he would invite them up to the suite. I mean, he was great. He was exactly what you would hope an owner would be. And he expected to win, and he did everything he could and gave us a chance to, because, that's, like I said, that's all you can ask is for a guy to give you a chance to win. But in reality, at the end of it, he was an even better person. I remember, probably the greatest thing that I know about Mr. McNair is at one point he was bankrupt and he didn't have any money and he was kind of completely out of his luck. I remember him telling me the story in his office, and he was able to climb back out. And a lot of people, you go bankrupt, you don't have to repay your debts, but he went back to every person that he owed money to and paid them back and then some. And then he was able to get a football team and bring football back to Houston. So, I mean, that's just the kind of guy he is. He's a fantastic human.
Yeah, for 17 years, the founder, the chairman, and the CEO of the Houston Texans, and he selected you, David Carr, as his #1 pick when the franchise got underway. David Carr, former Houston Texans, on the day Bob McNair passed at 81 years old. Thank you, David. And more to come right here on Total Access. As we said, the chairman, the founder, and the CEO of those Houston Texans for all 17 years of its existence. Robert C. McNair, gone at 81 years old.